Hey, Dan Passarelli here. This market has been on fire. When is it going to stop? I mean, geez Louise, we've been climbing very, very steadily since the spring in some stocks, since the very beginning of the year, up, and away in the face of fears of continuing inflation, in the face of fears of recession. But no, it keeps going. Will there ever be a pullback? I think there's a chance that there could be one coming soon, in this case for technical reasons. Check out this chart of spiders. So I've overlaid a couple of indicators here that I like to use to help look at overbought or oversold scenarios, in this case potentially overbought. So let's look at the top one. The top one is RSI. Now, there's a couple of different ways. There's a few different ways to trade RSI. Normally, we would look at when it crosses over the 70 line, and when it comes back down, that tends to see a pullback with a little bit of follow through. Right now, we're above that 70 line, but it's not crossing down below 70, so that wouldn't indicate anything. But what does tend to indicate something is that we had a high in RSI here, as you can see, and I'll just move the cursor out of the way. And we've got another high now, but it's a lower high than the previous high. But in the stock, we had a high, and now we have a higher high. This is called a divergence. When the stock chart has a higher high, but the indicator has a lower high, what we do is we key off the indicator and not the stock chart. Now, I figured that could just be a fluke, so let's look at slow stochastics. Now, slow stochastics works in a very similar way. Typically, we want to see the more sensitive line, which is the red line, cross below the slower line, which is the purple line, which we're not seeing, but we have that same divergence here. We have a higher high here, and then a lower high here, going up against the market and with the same picture. So both of those things, I think, technically can lead to a pullback, but fundamentals always remains king, and so we'll have to see which bit of information wins the battle. Hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.